Hello, welcome back. Let's have a look at some of these coins. We're just going to look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, and we'll quick look at EOS just for fun. But basically, the overall analysis from about 2 weeks ago, where we were talking about how top cap coins are all set and ready to go, continuation-wise, due to the strong weekly charts that they've got. This isn't a good example. Oh, I mean, it's a great example in itself. But many of these coins looked a bit more like EOS on the weekly, and basically showed us we had this conversion baseline cross above the cloud, standard Ichimoku cloud style continuation, which is what we've got, and which is playing out not just for EOS, but with Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic, many more. They're all playing out exactly the same. But the thing that I suppose we have to take into consideration is that why is all of this pumping at the same time as Bitcoin, and at the same time as all of that, Bitcoin dominance is still going down. It's not particularly rallying, and we've got some smaller cap coins which aren't moving at all, or even down on the day. Certainly were yesterday. So it's in my opinion, it's a buy the rumor, sell the news kind of vibe, which might be a bit sad to hear that, but I think it probably is. And the rumor is Coinbase listing today, which I imagine is going to be in about 2 hours. I'm not so sure exactly the time difference, with the clocks going forward and back, or I don't know what exactly it is, but today, in a matter of hours, the Coinbase listing will come on, and that would be the rumor that might end up with a sell the news event. Now, open interest, funding rates, they're all quite high at the moment, especially across the board with these top cap coins and Bitcoin, making it extra vulnerable to a dump. But I have to say that looking at the Bitcoin chart is very, very nice. It does look pretty good, and I would expect it to run, to continue with a run. Now, the thing that I was always concerned about is this, which is the RSI coming up for a third tap. I don't know why this trend line moves. A third tap on the bearish divergence on this RSI could lead to an actual downtrend for a period of time, a true correction. And I don't mean like a massive 2018 correction, or even a 2019 correction, but I do expect a actual correction, possibly down to, and probably down to, the 20 weekly moving average at some point, and it doesn't mean that it'll go whoa all the way down straight away. It means that, in my opinion, it'll reach a top, a cycle high, not the 4-year cycle high. So just try and put this into perspective. Not an absolute be all and end all. This is the end. But it's been going up for over a year, guys. So let's put things into context here. Things do go up for a very long period of time in a bull market. We've always been waiting around. Since I've been doing this channel. I mean, I've been doing crypto since 2016. Ever since then, I've pretty much been doing it exclusively. I rarely do traditional markets anymore, and so I am well aware of how and what attracts me to crypto is the fact that it generally just it does go up for quite a long period of time. The gains are enormous, absolutely enormous, and which is why generally I only really do spot trading. There's no need for derivatives in this. I mean, we can use them, but there's really no need. So I've gone off on a tangent there, but yeah, things do go up for a very long period of time, and an inordinate, I can't get my words out, an inordinate amount of time. But they do also come down. So I'm getting a little overcautious, especially with today being a specific situation which has never happened before. But if we're treating it as a buy the rumor, sell the news event, then the news will be sold possibly in a few hours, and that could lead to at least just a dump, or a sell-off, or a dump. Now, that's okay for things like Bitcoin and these top cap coins, which have done pretty well over the last few days. But some of the smaller cap coins that haven't been doing so well will probably get absolutely annihilated, and that's just something that's the thing I've been more concerned about. I mean, my portfolio is largely top capped. And there are some small caps in there, but not because I was expecting anything horrendous to happen. It's just that the stronger charts appeared to be in the larger cap coins, so I scaled into Bitcoin and those larger cap coins over the last few weeks, and if they do come down, then they will likely come down no more than 20-30% at best. whereas these small cap coins are extremely vulnerable, especially when we have Bitcoin dominance down at these low levels. And this is a misconception with Bitcoin dominance. It's good when it breaks down below supports because it shows you that altcoins are stronger than Bitcoin, or that there's more money in altcoins, or there is more potential gains to be had in altcoins. But also, just like any chart, if we do find a bounce, then that whole situation will reverse, and we have had an enormous breakdown in Bitcoin dominance, and we've ridden this pretty much from the top. We nailed it. Anyone who watches this channel will have recognized, what was going on up here, and we have been riding alts since the top of the Bitcoin high back in January, as far as dominance, and we have been going to town on alts ever since, and we still are. But there will be a point where it does bounce, and if it does bounce from somewhere, we're quite close to where I expect it to bounce from, which will be about 52-53% dominance. So if you think about where we're at right now, 55% dominant, we've been riding this since 73, and now we're all the way down here. I'm not saying that the party's over, it certainly has an opportunity to carry on even further, and it can do, it really can. But if we want to play it safe, what we would do is we would limit our exposure to at least the small caps for now, because their charts particularly aren't really very strong. They've done their 10x's, and that's all you really want them for, to continue in a position that's already done a 10x and slowly decreasing over time. Isn't going to be a 10x any longer. Doesn't mean that you'll come back to square one, but it's just a shame to miss out on all those gains if you're not taking profit after a 10x, and especially when we look like, this is a bearish chart. I'm not saying it will bounce, but there's a very strong chance that we will bounce here, because we found ourselves bottoming out over here before we had a nice big massive run, and again we came down to this level before. This was where Bitcoin did its biggest run to recent times. And we've broken down below there, so there is a chance, with the momentum building into altcoins and all the development that's taking place, plus the new retail investment and institutional investment in not just Bitcoin but altcoins as well, there is a chance that we do break down from it. All I'm suggesting is that we try to limit exposure. I say we, you guys do what you want. Me personally, limit exposure to those small caps for now until their charts perk up, until they show specific entry points or good setups. Otherwise it's basically just gambling, really, and I'm not about gambling. I'm about trying to play this game of crypto, which is very much strategy, based on just a few things, really, and this is one of the main things. If you want to be playing Bitcoin to altcoins, this is one of the main things you look for, and overall the picture is definitely bearish. However, we are approaching an area where we have bounced significantly in the past. We're overdue, I would think, a decent bounce. We've not got one, but again, it's not in stone. There's no crystal ball. It's a strategy that is the safest strategy. Doesn't mean it's the winning strategy. It's the safest. Anyway, I'm going to leave that one with you there, but thank you for watching. Hope you have a nice day and take it easy.